Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I just woke up. Well, I woke up about maybe 20 minutes ago. But I'm here with my coffee and my tarot decks. So I wanted to attempt to do some readings this morning. If people are awake and up, I wanted to attempt to do some readings this morning. Let's see how that goes. Hey, Aisha, love. Good morning. How are you, love? I was like, I haven't been live in a little while, so let me just do it. Girl, I just woke up maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes ago, give or take. So that's why I'm looking a little bit rough, but I was like, let me just kind of like pull my hair up and then just wash my face. I washed my face, y'all, brush my teeth, and got me some coffee. Here it is. Hey, JoJo, how are you? Yeah, you can ask. Go ahead. I'm probably gonna do Aisha like the first, probably 5 people. And then after that, I'm gonna do donation-based readings because, yeah, I'm not gonna be on here all morning. I have stuff to do. Thank you, Aisha, love. Is Kay purposely ignoring your messages? If so, why? Hold on, y'all. Let me light my sage. Let me light my sage. Give me a second. Thank you, Aisha, love. Y'all gotta get some more sage. I gotta get some more sage. I might order from a shop off Etsy because I don't have a metaphysical shop close to me now. Is Kay purposely ignoring your message? If so, why? Well, let's find out. Ooh. I got yes. Because he's moved past whatever it is. He's moved past whatever it is. He's comfortable with where y'all are right now. He's not pressing the issue. He's not pressing the issue. You see the 6 of Swords right here? The 6 of Swords is about moving on. Moving forward. And then the 9 of Cups is about being comfortable in your skin. Being comfortable in the situation. Not really worried or focused on too much else. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's why, because he's comfortable. Yeah, he's comfortable where he's at. He's in this energy. The 7 of Wands here at the bottom, like he's on the defense. Like he feels like he's done no wrong. Yeah, he feels like he's done no wrong and he doesn't want to go back and forth with you about it. He don't want to talk about it. Hi, Aisha Speed. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, you guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if you would, please, and thank you. Yeah, he don't feel like, you know what I mean, like he needs to have a discussion about it. Hi, Goofy baby. I'm not saying that he doesn't, JoJo, but it's like, you know, some people have this demeanor that's very like, like, you know, like take it or leave it type thing. That's his energy. Like, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Like, you know what I mean? That's his energy. Hi, Goofy Baby. If you're new to the channel, you guys, please make sure you subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Yes, I only have 4 free spots left, you guys. So if you want a relationship with him, JoJo, I highly suggest that you call him up. Call him. Because sending a text message is not always going to be, you know what I mean? People don't always respond to text messages. Sometimes you need to just call or talk to somebody in person. You're welcome. Goofy Baby, you can drop your question. Go ahead, drop your question. Because I'm keeping the chat rolling. After Goofy Baby, y'all, there's 3 spots left. Free spots. Oh, you're taking a break. Yeah, and he's comfortable with that. He's comfortable with that. But here's the thing though. I've never heard of taking a break from a relationship. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone, a serious relationship with someone, you need to grow up. The both of y'all need to grow up. I'm saying in general. I'm not saying you and your person, but I'm saying in general. Both parties need to grow up and mature and understand that there's going to be times where you may get into an argument. You may have a disagreement. There may be a conflict. And hey, Jao, good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. I just woke up. But like I'm saying, like, you guys have to learn how to navigate through difficult times, through stressful situations, through conflict. Like, taking a break for what? From what? Taking a break from what? Because what happens is, when you then leave him. Leave him. There's no break. If he needs to get his life together, then he can go and figure that out. But what we're not going to do is have somebody going like this, back and forth. Back and forth. Then he should have never got into the situation in the first place. If he needed to get his life together, he wants a break, right? So let him be where he's at. If he wants to get his life together, then let him go get it together. I wouldn't wait on him. There's no sense in waiting on somebody who needs to get his life together. He can go get it together with somebody else. And that's why he's not contacting you. It's not that he wants to get his life together. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. He's lying to you. It's not that he wants to get his life together. He just doesn't want to be bothered with a relationship. He doesn't want all of that. And a lot of times people will lie instead of just being straightforward and honest and saying, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I have too much going on. So since he has to get his life together, I would let him go get his life together and not worry about anything else. Don't worry about nothing to do with that man. Trust me, don't worry about nothing. He will be fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. If he wanted to call you, he knows how to call you. He has your number. He has not, right? So we're not going to do that. Goofy Baby. How old are you? How old are you? First of all, let me say that. How old are you? I only do readings for adults. So if you're not 18 or over, was there anybody else wanting a reading? Yeah. Readings are for 18 plus. I don't do children. Anybody underage. And also readings are for entertainment purposes only. That is my disclaimer. Also, there's free will. Joao. Thank you, Aisha. You guys, to keep it organized, if you have a question, make sure you drop a pink heart in the chat so we know that you are on the free list, because green hearts are paid. Now I have to go back up and see what his question was. What's next for him professionally? Okay. Joao. What's next for you professionally? what is next for Joelle professionally? Oh, that flew out. I got the Six of Cups for you, Joelle. So it could be something that feels familiar to you, that feels like home to you. Oh, my spirit, yeah. Working with people that you know, possibly, or that you've worked with in the past, possibly. So there could potentially be some type of organization or company that you've worked with previously in the recent past that maybe you ended on good terms with, and they may want to work with you again. Hang on, let me shut my door. Hang on one second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so there may be a company from the past that you worked with, Joelle, that may be interested in working with you again. You see these two cards, Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, because the Three of Pentacles is about networking. So it could be like you have a connection with a company, or you've had connections with a company in the past, and you may end up running into someone from that company that actually may be able to give you an offer that may be something that you may consider. Four of Cups, because you separated from that company for a reason. Like, you left that organization for a reason. And this could be somewhere outside of where you currently live. It could be somewhere else. It could be out of your country. It could be in a different country, or whatever the case may be. But a cycle is ending. A cycle has ended so that a new cycle can start for you professionally. So that's what I'm seeing. There's change. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and also the World is here. The World is indicative of divine timing. So when the time is right, you'll know. Once you've ended a job or ended a certain profession, or you've just gotten tired of doing the same thing repeatedly and you're ready to make that change, you may want to consider traveling. There may be an offer on the table for you to travel for work and to a different location. Like I said, it could be out of country, and doing something different. It could be, yeah, it definitely could be you traveling or going to a different place or a different location to, for your profession, whatever it is what is your profession? What is it? What do you do? Like, what is your skill set? Because I feel like intuitively, if you wanted to start your own business, you could start your own business and expand. You could grow and network with other people who also are in your field, if that makes sense. Sometimes it helps to have connections with people who are in the same field of work as you, because they can offer advice and suggestions that could be very helpful. You know what I mean? They have connections. So building a rapport with clients, building a rapport with, you know what I mean, potential colleagues or peers in the same profession or career field. That's like me as a tarot reader. I have connections, okay, as an entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur doing what type of work? Like, that's me as a tarot reader. I have connections to other tarot readers in the tarot community and spiritual community that have connections to other people, right? And so they gain clients through social media, through advertising, through this type of thing, you know, through using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these apps. But it takes networking. You got to talk to people, get to know people, you know, have meetings and discussions, be in forums, all those types of things to expand your business. Was there anybody else wanting a free reading? I think I have 2 spots left, two free spots left, you guys. You're welcome. Yes, you're an entrepreneur, Joelle, but in what field? What field are you an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is just someone who is wanting to start their own business, basically, not off of someone else. So what is your business? What are you trying to do? Whew. Drop a pink heart in the chat if you're wanting a free reading. I have 2 spots open, you guys. Thank you, Aisha. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. But just know, in order for your business to continue to grow, you have to market your business, and you will want to network, because networking opens more doors for you. Networking with other people who are in that field, whatever field that is. Two spots available, y'all. It's funny, Aisha, because I asked Goofy Baby his age, and he didn't tell me. So he must be underage. I don't do readings for individuals on here underage. If it's not 18 or under, and I'm going to start putting that under my title, 18 plus, doesn't mean that it's X-rated. 18 plus just means you have to be an adult, because it can get X-rated. It can. But I just prefer not to do, I guess so. But it's funny because I seen 11 people in the chat. So where they went to is beyond me. Behooed me. But yeah, I don't read for kids. Not gonna do that. If he asked me about his little girlfriend in school, well, Aisha, if you have a question for me, love, I'm here. I was trying to give people a few minutes before I get my life together and start doing things I need to take care of this morning. I'm still in the process of packing stuff up, and I have a few decks and stuff that I need to get packed up. I'm only keeping 2 decks out for the time being. Damn, I was so hoping that he had a change of heart. I'm so sorry, Aisha. I sure was hoping that he had a change of heart, because the cards were showing that he, at the time, his energy, he felt really serious about the whole situation. What happened? I mean, if you don't mind sharing. If it's too much to share, I understand. I understand completely. But damn. But this is also another reason why I always say, like, I'm not one to believe in giving people second chances. And this is exactly why. Every once in a while, every blue moon, right? Sometimes trying it again. Oh, okay. I got you. Trying it every once in a while, trying it again might work. But I'm glad that you pulled out of there as soon as you seen that it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Because, baby, folks will tell you all kinds of things. They will say anything just to have access to you. That's the crazy part. A lot of times they just be doing stuff just to have access to you. They don't really want nothing for real a lot of times. So that's why I'm a firm believer in starting over. Every time. Just start from scratch. Throw the whole man away. Throw the whole woman away. And just start from scratch. Because Yeah, I don't either. Because there's just something about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like going back to a job that you had when you was 20. What? Right? It's like, I worked at, I don't know, I worked at Burger King when I was 18. I'm 38, baby. I'm not trying to do that again unless I absolutely had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. So, yeah, that's the thing about stagnant energy. Like, and you would be surprised at the amount of clients that I have who always want to come to me about someone who has stagnant energy. And people think stagnant energy is just for past relationships, which that does apply. But stagnant energy could be anything, any situation, or any person that holds you back from your full potential. They're literally like a blockage, literally, because of their negativity, because of their lying, because of their inconsistency, their wishy-washiness, their back and forth, their lack of ability, their lack of willingness to do what needs to be done, to show up, to be consistent, to be present. And you don't need that. You don't need that. That's just like a job. That's just like a job. A job who you always got to fight for your check. Something's always wrong with your check, or you got to fight to get hours. They're not giving you enough hours. They have an attitude with you for coming in, clocking in 10 minutes early. But then if you're late, there's a problem with that too. Like, it's very much always something. And it's just the same shit. That's why I say stagnant energy. It's the same shit over and over and over again. And nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for it. If you haven't changed within the past year or two, maybe it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We're not going to keep going through these things. I've heard people say, like, where they break up, make up. Oh, what do they call them? On and off. I've never been personally in an on and off relationship. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. If somebody can shed light for me, what does that mean? We're on and off again. What does that mean? Because either you're in the relationship or you're out. Right. Ain't nobody trying to keep you if you don't want to be kept. That's ain't nobody trying to keep you. You can go on over there. Go play. You don't want to be kept. You don't want to be saved. Don't save them. That is not my. Don't claim them. In the words of Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, you know what, the baby don't keep it. Oh. Like, people be trying to hold on to what? For what? It's all fun and games until responsibility is involved. It's all fun and games until you're ready to settle down and be serious, and this person want to play. They want to play. So let them play in peace. That's my motto. Let them play in peace, not in your face. People just be, I swear. Oh, okay. Okay. But was it really on and off though? Because if you were in school, then technically y'all were still together. You just couldn't see each other as often. You know what I mean? Like, you're still together. It's just that you're not in the same, in the same proximity. Like, you're not in the same location. Like, the love is still there. The connection is still there. You're just not able to physically, you know what I mean? Physically engage as frequently as you like to. You know what I mean? I've never had a problem with long distance relationships because I enjoyed being by myself for a while. Because yeah, when I was single, men were aggravating. So I had no problem dating somebody who was in another city that wasn't too far away. And when I say long distance, I'm talking about like 2 hours away. That's not that bad. 2, maybe 3 hours. That's not that bad. I wouldn't do anything more than that. Because if you're only 2.5, maybe 3 hours away, you can drive. I can drive. We're grown-ups, right? We can drive. We can see each other or whatever for a weekend, 2 weekends out of the month, 3 weekends out of the month, and wrap this up. You don't need to be at my house every single day, and I don't need to be at yours. But also long distance relationships, and I think this is where a lot of women specifically have a problem with long distance relationships. They require a lot of trust. They really do. And if you already have insecurities and trust issues, you automatically assume worst case scenario that, oh, something else is going on when it perfectly is not. But you've already put this in your mind that because you can't see the person every day, all damn day, that there's something going on. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with trust issues, since we're talking about it. Trust issues are a big, because even when you're in a relationship, people still have trust issues. Let's say I'm gone. This is a real scenario. Let's say I'm going out and I'm doing a side job for a few hours, right? And that's when it's time to break up. That's when it's time to break up. Baby, we locked in. Ain't no switching up. So if you need a break, we need to go ahead and break this off, period. Because it's dragging me. Why would I take a break from the person that I love? You don't take a break from your kids. You see what I'm saying? You love those people. You don't take a break from your family. You love those people. Now, even when they're acting a fool, you still love those people. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to just leave them in the air. Because what is a break? What if you need a break? Take some time for yourself and go do something for yourself. Like go somewhere. Go on a trip. Go to a museum. Go to an art gallery. Go get your hair done. Go shopping. Go buy you some new clothes. Get you a new bag. Get you some new shoes. Whatever. But taking a break for me personally is saying, I'm done with this until I feel like I'm not. And if you're done with it, then I'm done with it, period. And now I'm going to be back in these streets because I'm free. To me, I'm free. If you're draining me, I'm going to let you know. This is where communication comes in. You are draining me. Your negativity, your anger issues, your rudeness, your disrespectful behavior, you need to go back to your mama. You need to be retrained. You need to, whatever it is. They didn't raise you right. You don't know how to treat a woman. You don't know how to treat a man, whatever the case is. But that person saying, oh, I need a break from you. No, we don't need to do this. We do not need to be together because we are clearly on two totally different planes here, right? Literally, ain't no coming back. And it's like, the thing is, women have to get more comfortable standing up for ourselves. We have to become more comfortable with speaking how we feel and what we know we deserve. If that man is treating you crazy or talking to you crazy, you need to let him know that I don't appreciate you speaking to me in that term. And if you do it again, I'm blocking you. If you do it again, I'm blocking you. Do not come over to my house. I didn't ask you to come over here with this BS. Don't come over here with it. Or I'm calling the cops. And I mean every bit of it. And anything that you say, you need to stand on it. But this whole, oh, we need a break from each other. Who? From who? Just because you don't like that I said something, okay, then say that. This made me feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? This made me feel some type of way. But saying I'm taking a break from you is basically saying I'm done. Right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Aisha. That's my whole point about on and off relationships. I've heard people use this term. It's never made sense to me. It's never made sense to me. I've never experienced that. What is this taking a break? Either we're together or we are apart. Very far apart. So the thing is, you have to have boundaries. You have to have standards. If the person cannot maintain your standards, then y'all don't need to be together. Damn. Like, it's very simple. somebody who doesn't respect you, somebody who is not consistent, somebody who doesn't communicate regularly, or you're unsure, you don't know how they feel. That's why it always gets me when people are asking, well, how does Jason feel about me? Well, how long have you been dating? We've been together for 3 years and you don't know how Jason feels about you in 3 years? WTF. Because why are you sexting Jason and y'all been together for 3 years and you don't know how Jason feels about you? That's weird. Why do you have a child with Jason? Y'all been together for 5 years and you don't know how Jason feels about you? It's weird. It's very weird behavior. Like, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to understand that people are going to do things that you don't like. You're going to do things that they don't like. You might say something that rubs them the wrong way. That's life. That happens at work. That happens at school. It happens at church. It happens everywhere because we're all humans and we all have our own minds and we all think differently and we all have opinions. It's okay to let somebody know that they rubbed you the wrong way. It's okay to let somebody know, hey, what you said was disrespectful. Yeah, it was rude. Rude as fuck. So I'm calling you out on it. And I'm letting you know, if you call me out of my name, it's over, right? If you call me out of my name, it's over. If you come to my house with all that damn yelling and screaming and cussing and carrying on, you're out of here. You're out of here. Period. I'm not talking to you. We can have an adult conversation like two adults, grown-ups, without all of the screaming and yelling and disrespectful behavior. We don't need to go through all that. So, And if long distance is not for you, don't do long distance. Because people say that too. Oh, I need to see my person every day. What you need to see them for every day? Why? Wow, I told y'all, when I was single, I enjoyed being by myself. I loved it. Now, when I met, we would have been engaged next month for a year. We've been together for over a year now, but a year and some months. But when I met him, he was in Mississippi. He's like 3 hours away from me, and that bothered him. That bothered him so bad. The man was like, I'm not used to being away from my woman, blah, blah, blah. So we needed to be together. But for me, it's nothing to drive. I don't care about driving. I'll leave on a weekend, go spend a weekend and come back home. Like I was unbothered by the whole situation. But I've also dated people who were like 2 hours away from me. So it didn't bother me. You know what I mean? But he was very bothered by that. He was like, I've never done that. If I've been with someone, I've been with them. You know what I mean? Like, lived with them or lived close to them. So then we got engaged last April and we moved in together last April. So here we are a year later and we are working through it. I will never be the type of person to lie to folks and be like, oh, my relationship is so perfect and so like, hell no. But the thing about it is when you truly love someone, you work through those things. You know what I mean? Like, you work through the ups and the downs. You work through somebody losing their job. You work through somebody losing a loved one. You work through somebody needing to move. Whatever life changes happen, because you are a couple, you're a team, you work together to talk about the things and talk about solutions, and you work together. That's the benefit of a relationship. You have someone there to help you think of things and find solutions to things that you maybe wouldn't figure out on your own, or maybe you would have a harder time doing it on your own. Yes, Aisha, being single is hard work too. Being single is hard work too, because people will try you. People are constantly wanting to talk to you and flirt with you, and they don't want nothing. That's why you have to be strict. I have a list. One of my clients was asking me the other day about a list that I had when I was single and I was dating. My list was, baby, when I tell y'all my list was strict, it was strict. There were a few rules on my list. Do I have it? It might be in my notes. Hold on. Yes. When I was single, my whole mindset was different, and my whole focus was school, work, and my nephews, because, which I still see my nephews, of course, but yeah, that was my biggest thing. Right. There needs to be plans. There needs to be plans. Hold on, y'all. Rules for dates. These are my notes. I don't know if y'all can see it. Rules for dates. Rules for dates. No disrespect, profanity, or calling me out of my name, especially on the first dates. Baby, you call me a B on the first date, it's a wrap. You will never see or hear from me again. But the disrespect, being disrespectful to whatever waitress or waiter that is there at the table, immediately no. Just being disrespectful in general. If you can't be a gentleman, and me personally, I have a soft spot for Southern gentlemen because I find that men from the South typically are more generous towards women, and that's just my personal experience, to each their own. My man is from the South, and he's very gentleman-like. No talking to me crazy. That was the second rule. You're not going to talk to me crazy. And when I say talking to me crazy, talking to me like I'm stupid. Right, exactly. Exactly, Aisha. You're not going to talk to me like I'm stupid or beneath you. And y'all know what I'm talking about. People who are demeaning in conversation, they talk to you like you don't get things, like you can't follow along or keep up. Yeah, you're getting blocked. These are things that get men blocked like that. The third point was bad hygiene. If we're supposed to be going to a very nice restaurant, please explain to me why your white shoes are dirty AF and brown. Please explain it to me. There's no strings in the shoes. Your jeans look raggedy and torn and everything. We're going to a very nice place. Please explain that to me. And I come fully dressed up in heels. My hair is done. My nails are done. I look good. I smell good. And you smell like a bear. You smell like you've been out in the woods. You smell like weed mixed with fried grease, ass, anything else. Just throw it all together. All of it, all together. And we're going to a nice restaurant. Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Bad hygiene. You don't take care of yourself. Your hair is wild and untamed. Your beard is wild and untamed. That was number 3, bad hygiene. We can go more into that, but this is just my personal list that I'm sharing with y'all when I was dating. Being inconsistent, blocked. Being inconsiderate, blocked. Lying, blocked. Because there's just certain things that you just need to weed it out. You need to weed it out. The quicker you weed it out, the quicker you'll find who's there for real and who's not. Fast talkers. Let me explain fast talkers. Men specifically who run their mouth like this a million miles per second are usually lying, which was number 7 on my list. Goodbye. They talk so fast that you don't catch the details in their conversation. They do this as a manipulation tactic to keep you from asking more personal questions, because you're like, wait a minute, 2 seconds ago you said that you told me that you weren't seeing anybody, but then you tell me that you're in the process of getting a divorce and that you go and pick up your daughter every other weekend. See what I'm saying? But he said it so fast to where you didn't catch the whole thing. And he'll be like, well, no, that's not what I said. What I said was, like, we're not fully divorced yet, but we're in the process and I got the paperwork and, I'm still working through things and I'm still working on my house. And he says all of this stuff to throw you off. You see what I'm saying? To keep you from asking deeper questions. So if you're not legally fully divorced, then y'all are still married, right? Right. Keep that in mind. That was another one on my list. No married men. We're not doing that, right? We're not doing that. What else was on my list? Boring conversations. Aisha, that goes with what you were saying. Boring conversations. Good morning and what are you doing are boring conversations. We need to have conversations that are of substance. What are your hobbies? What are your goals? Where are places you like to go? What are things you like to do? What are your aspirations? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years? What is your career? What do you do for a living? See what I'm saying? Like, more conversations than what are you doing in Good Morning Beautiful? Please get off my line. Drama. When I say drama, anyone who has multiple baby mamas, don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That's my suggestion, okay? Now, if you're already in a situation, I'm gonna keep you lifted up in prayer. If you're already in a situation, especially if the baby mamas are like active, they're all active, meaning they all have small children. Yeah, absolutely not. It's red flags, just red flags all over it. Because there's going to be drama. Everybody who has a child, men who have children under the age of 10, usually will have drama with that baby mom because she's still emotionally attached to the situation. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. He moved on with his life, and now they have a child, unfortunately, together. And so she's going to feel some type of way. She's going to want to call. She's going to need stuff. You see what I'm saying? And imagine having 2, 3, 4, 5 of those people involved, and you're trying to date this man. Sir, go marry the women. Go marry one of the women and leave me alone. Find something else to do. Okay. Yeah. More than two baby moms. That's a little bit different because all the kids are grown. But like I said, if they're under the age of 10, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, more than 2 baby mamas was my rule when I was dating. If you have more than 2 baby mamas, you're reckless, you're careless, and it's a no. It's a no. Yes, ma'am. Especially if, like I said, they're under the kids are under the age of 10. Because of the emotional connection that's still there. I'm not gonna date you and you have a 9-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-year-old. No, sir. I'm not dealing with any of that. We're not gonna do that. Because you're reckless. You're reckless. Yes, stand firm on the standards. Whatever standards and expectations you have got to stand on business. You got to stand on business. No excuses. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Women be having excuses. Did somebody drop a pink heart and I just didn't see it? Yeah, I'm sorry. If they did, I apologize. Nope. Okay. Nope. Still two spots left, y'all, for free readings. Absolutely, Aisha. And I still got 2 free spots left for anybody who wants it. Yeah, once you set standards and boundaries, what did I say? No drama. Yeah, somebody who has a lot of drama. Like, I remember dating this guy like 5 years ago. And he immediately was like, I have 3 kids. He had 2 different baby mamas, but his kids were older. And his kids were like 11 and 12, and then he had a 2-year-old, if that makes sense. So just the 2. He just barely fit into my rules. And then he was like, oh, I have these long work hours, blah, blah, blah. A Gemini. Long work hours, and, I have a business or whatever. I also run a business and blah, blah, blah. Basically letting me know that he didn't really have a whole lot of time, but he still wanted to pursue a relationship, Child, it was all lies. Come to find out, it was all lies. He ended up ghosting me. I had went to see him a few times, mind you. Like I said, it was a long distance relationship. It was a 2.5-hour drive away. And after and we don't judge over here. Whatever's in the cards is just whatever's in the cards. If anything, I'm gonna give you some good, sage, wise advice. That is it. That is all. Now, if you come in here talk about is this married man that I'm messing with going to leave his wife for me? I'm judging. I'm definitely judging. Okay? Because why would you even think that? Why would you even think that? Spirit, what messages do you have for Aisha in regards to love, Spirit? What does she need to know? That too, I was going to say, if you're dealing with somebody and you feel like they got other people on the side, I've been in that situation too. Call them out on it. Call them out on it. Because sometimes, like I was talking earlier, you know, your insecurity can get the best of you because you already have trust issues and you automatically jump to conclusions and think that there's somebody there. Yep, exactly. I agree with you, Aisha, but also in the same token, women who know that they're dealing with a married man need to stop that foolishness as well. Because there are women who legit know that those men are married and they say they like those men more because those men know how to treat women because they've been married and they're willing to trick on them, buy them gifts, take them places, do things for them. So they feel like, why not? It's not me, it's him. He's the one that knows he's married. I get that, but wrong is wrong all day long. Like, dude knows that he's fully married. So, okay? And you are aware, and he's told you that he's married. So he can only see you at certain times or call you at certain times. Why would you want to have to duck and dodge? That's my thing. Why would you want to have to duck and dodge? And risk getting killed. And risk getting killed because you can fuck around and find out that some women don't play. Some women don't play. They've been married 10, 15, 20 years and they have kids together. They have assets together. You get your little narrow ass in this situation in between and can end up unalived because you're messing with people's emotions here. You're messing with them emotions. Don't play with nobody's emotions like that. Soon as you find out, it's time to wrap that up. It's a wrap. Oh, you married? Oh, okay. Bet. She texts you talking about oh, this is his wife. Baby, say less. Say less. Say less. You do not have to worry about me. No, ma'am. Because it's like, damn, if he's doing her like that, what do you think he's going to do to you? What makes you think that you're so special that he's not going to do the same shit? And what makes you think that you're the only person on the side that he got? What makes you think you're the only person that he got on the side? If he's cheating on his wife, right, with you, what makes you think that he may not have another side piece and another side piece? Because he's just out here just doing whatever willy-nilly, risking it for a biscuit and hoping he don't get caught. Aisha, I have the 7 of Cups. Love it for you. I also have the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Now, on the bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Swords. And I feel like this is your current energy. The 9 of Swords. Like, kind of frustrated, a little bit anxious and nervous and worried. Right? The sneaky only gets sneakier until it gets snatched. The one sneaking around until they get snatched up and caught. Oh, it's a wrap. Now you crying. Now you crying outside and ain't got nowhere to go because your wife done put you out. Silly rabbit. Anxiety. It says plagued by fear, insomnia, and paranoia. Yeah. I feel like you're afraid that you won't get a stable offer with the Ace of Pentacles as you're out dating and you're considering your options. Because the 3 of Cups is like going out, having a good time, dating, celebrating social events, fun times. And you're also afraid of a third party, which you had mentioned with the Pisces. Spirit says 7 of Cups. Keep your options open. Like, keep your options open because there will be somebody who will want to take you out, who will want to get to know you and actually offer you a solid relationship. Of course, just take your time. 6 of Wands. It's going to be successful is what Spirit says. It's going to be successful, but take your time with it. Take your time with it and keep your options open. Sometimes, like, our preference, quote unquote, it may not be the type of person that you would typically go for, if you know what I'm saying. But if the person is a gentleman and they treat you well, good. I'm proud of you for that, Aisha. Definitely proud of you for that. I actually have been looking for a therapist myself on my insurance through work, because I'm like, I think it would be helpful, because I had therapy like 4 years ago and it's been a while, and I think it's time for me to get back into it. But yeah, whatever is going to work to help you calm your anxiety, calm your paranoia, calm your fears down. Because you want to go into a situation cool, calm, collected, and not allowing fear to take over. That's what happens a lot of times. Our fears take over. Good. Give it time. But Spirit says there's a person who will definitely want to give you, with that Ace of Pentacles, a solid, stable offer. Like, this person wants to wine and dine. They want to take you out. They want to get to know you as a person. So Spirit said, keep your options open. And also with the 9 of Swords energy on the bottom, is that what this is? Yeah. 9 of Swords energy on the bottom. Anybody that gets your nervous system going and they make you feel like you cannot trust them, block them. There's no sense in going back and forth. There's no sense in, oh, well, can we just talk? No, we cannot. I'm not available. I don't have time. Block their numbers, block them on social media, delete text messages, delete pictures, any and everything to cut the cord. The cords need to be severed. The only time a cord doesn't need to be severed completely is if you share a child together. But outside of that, the conversation should only be about the child. Outside of that, it's a wrap. But yeah, Spirit's saying go out, have fun, go on the dates and have fun, and don't let your anxiety get the worst of you. Have fun, enjoy dating. Dating is supposed to be fun. I was telling somebody this last week. Dating is supposed to be enjoyable. You're supposed to go out. I love date nights. I love date nights with my man, with my fiance. I enjoy it so much. I enjoy getting dressed, being cute, going somewhere, trying a new experience, trying new foods, this type of thing. Dating is supposed to be a fun thing. And you can still do it even once you're in a relationship, you still do it. Like, dating is supposed to be a fun thing. I hate when somebody tells me that their dates were stressful. Then you're dating the wrong person. Dates are not supposed to be stressful. Like, no. Y'all are going to the movies. That's supposed to be a fun experience, right? Y'all going out bowling, or you're going out going to the skating rink, or just going for a walk at the park, or going to the beach, or going to the lake. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a great experience. Not, you know what I mean, getting into it, you finding out stuff that they didn't tell you, all this other foolishness. No, meow. Dating is supposed to be fun. Remember that. If it's not fun and free, I don't want it. Fun and free. You already got fees. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you decide to take the kids somewhere, and like as a family, like you do like a family date, and y'all go somewhere, like this person has kids, you have kids, and y'all go together, right? There's going to be fees. Like, y'all go to an amusement park, or you go to a water park, or you go to the zoo or whatever. There's already going to be fees. There's already going to be fees to pay. You got to pay for food. You may have to pay for parking. I remember when I was in Florida at the beach, we had to pay for parking, and I was so mad because in Florida, if you've been to Florida, you know, yes, the casinos are wild. The casinos are very wild. The funny thing, when I first met my fiance, that was one of the first places we went in Mississippi. We went to, there's like 3 casinos down there. It's in Tunica, Mississippi. There's called the Horseshoe Casino, and I forgot the other 2. I think it's Hollywood, and then there was another one. I don't remember the other one. But the casinos are lavish. And we ended up, they had on the floor, they had like all these slot machines, and they had where if you were a new member, they would give you a card, and you know, you could go in there and like they would give you like $15 on the slot machines or whatever, free. And then you just start playing. They serve drinks in there on the floor for free. And the drinks were actually good, by the way. They were actually good. And then they had like buffet restaurants inside of the casinos and stuff. Aisha, I didn't even know they had catfish at the Horseshoe, girl. I didn't even know they had catfish there. But they did have a buffet, and when we went, the food was so good. We both got a plate there. At the time we went, they had, what did they have? They had like they had steak, they had dressing, they had sweet potatoes. Girl, we're foodies. We're foodies. We are foodies. And he always laughs because I'm like, our relationship is somehow always centered around food. Chicken. Oh, really? The Horseshoe? Oh, that would be so nice. That would be so nice. We never actually stayed at any of the rooms there. We never stayed at any of the rooms there. But yeah, it was a nice experience. It was fun. It was fun. But yeah, date nights are supposed to be fun. Dating is supposed to be a fun experience. So mind you, if you go to Tunica, Mississippi is what, 20 minutes from South Haven. South Haven is in Memphis, Tennessee. So it's only 20 minutes from South Haven. If you go to South Haven, be careful. But they always have you can always find good food in Memphis. Like Memphis, if you go to Memphis, you're gonna find some good food. I'm just telling you. But if you leave the casinos in Tunica, because there's 3 of them, Gold Strike, that's what it was. I could not remember the other one. It was a Horseshoe, Gold Strike, and I think the Hollywood Casino. Those are the 3 casinos that we visited last year when I was down there. So anywho, they have good food and everything. It's huge. The casino is huge. They have multiple restaurants in there. Like it's a good time. It's a good time for sure. I'm trying to get to a trail ride though this summer. That's what I want to do. But yeah, dates are supposed to be fun. Like, you're supposed to have a good time. It's supposed to be, you getting to know this person, them getting to know you, them getting to see how you are. Can you handle your liquor? I'm just playing. But yeah, you get to know each other. You get to have a fun experience together. It's not supposed to be like stressful, and I don't know what people be going through on dates, but dates are supposed to be fun. If it's not fun, I don't want it. If it's not fun, I don't want it. And I'm always a sucker for a road trip. So I like to go places. I like to travel. I like food. So trying a new food place, a new food experience. There's this little place that I immediately fell in love with. It's this little restaurant. It's like a little barbecue restaurant in another part of Mississippi that we went to. And he used to go there all the time, but he took me there and it was really, really good. Ooh, you got to tell me more about that, Aisha. You got to tell me more about that. Cause see, you in Louisiana, so you a little drive. You a little drive for me. You a little drive. I think, cause I think Tunica is 5 hours. I was trying to plot a trip to New Orleans because I've always wanted to go. But I'm starting to think I want to go to Baton Rouge. I'm thinking I want to go to Baton Rouge. But I know you got to be careful, Hi, Rosie. Welcome to my channel. But I was trying to plot a trip to New Orleans because I wanted to visit. And they have a Hurricane Katrina museum down there that I found out about. And I was like, oh, that would be so nice to visit the museum down there. But I don't know how far Baton Rouge is from New Orleans. And I was like, I need to figure out where I want to go. But Louisiana is definitely on my list of places to visit. Definitely. Everybody, when you hear... I know for me, a person not being from Louisiana, when you hear Louisiana, that's the first place that comes to mind is New Orleans. But I'm pretty sure there's other places that are very, very fun to go, you know, and there's things to do and you have good experiences. Baton Rouge is one of them. Ooh, now see October, that's right up my alley. The Black Rodeo. A strawberry festival. Aisha, you gotta share these things, girl. You gotta share these things with me so I know where to go. But yeah, I love to travel. I think we both love to travel. So I think that's a plus for us. We both love to travel and go places. At this point, I'm just not trying to get on a plane. So wherever I go, it would be in a car. A rental car or my car. But it's going to be a car one way or another because, I'm not trying to get on a plane. Not with everything going on. I think they just had, Aisha, didn't they just have Mardi Gras? The Mardi Gras festival? Mardi Gras scares me because I've heard horror stories about Mardi Gras in New Orleans where people be getting robbed and stuff and bad stuff be happening. So I'm like, I'm a pause. I'm a pause on Mardi Gras. But the train. Which train? Aisha, which train? Oh, are you talking about it's coming to me. The Amtrak. The Amtrak, is that what you're talking about? That is a good idea. Oh, wow. Is that far from New Orleans? The Plaque Mine? That would be fun. Girl, I've never rode on the train either. But that would be a good experience. Y'all still have 2 spots open. 2 free spots open for whoever wants a free reading. Just drop a pink heart down in the chat, you guys. Okay, so that's like an hour from New Orleans. Okay, I got you. How far is Baton Rouge? Okay, I see what you're saying. So Baton Rouge is maybe like an hour from New Orleans. Okay. Aisha, you gotta tell me what is the thing about because I was seeing people talking about food in Louisiana and somebody was saying, oh, you gotta try, what is this called? A po' boy. And the people that made the po' boy, they made it with shrimp. But I'm like, listen, I cannot do shrimp, okay? I've tried to do shrimp. Me and shrimp, we don't agree, okay? I can eat fish, but I cannot do shrimp. It's the texture for me. It's not gonna work out. So I'm wondering if they do po' boys with other fish outside of shrimp. But it really looked good though. It really looked good. Something about a po' boy and beignets. Something about beignets. Creole, okay, and Lafayette is more Cajun. Okay. I love that I'm learning these things. I love that I'm learning these things. I've never had oyster in my life. I've never had oyster. What is the consistency? Is it like gummy? Like, what is it? Is it fried? Like, what? How do they do it? People be raving about the po' boy and the jambalaya po' boy beignets, and I forgot, it was something else I had heard about, and I was like, oh, that looks like it's super good. It look like anything down there. It would be really good. They're gonna feed you well down in Louisiana. You're gonna eat real well. And the food is seasoned. The food is seasoned. And I love that. Yes, I do. I do have to get out more. You absolutely right, girl. Travel. That is my goal. To travel more. I've never been to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. We drove to New Orleans, but like to visit. We drove through it because we got detoured on the wrong route, but we were on the way to Texas. And so we didn't get the chance to actually explore. Broken Egg Cafe. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. A Broken Egg Cafe? Never heard of that. See, now you got me thinking about stuff. Now you got me thinking about stuff. Do I have a pen? I usually have a pen to write stuff down. And now I'm sitting here like, Park Road Cafe. Oh, my pen is over there. Hold on. I gotta write down what you said telling me. But yeah, I've never seen a plate. Do you hear me? I've never seen a plate from anybody in Louisiana that didn't look good. Fried fish, catfish, now them little them crawfish things. No ma'am. I can't do it. Listen, y'all are brave, but I can't do it. Ooh, yes, that's the plan. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that so bad, Aisha. Yes, I'm trying to do that so bad. And it may have to become like in October. That's what I'm thinking. I may have to do it in October. We gonna see. Girl, we gonna see. But that would be fun. That would be so fun. But just message me and give me any more good ideas you have on good things to experience down there, because it's on my list, baby. You know, I didn't think about taking an Amtrak down there. That might be faster. Because I'm thinking if I go to Mississippi, we stop by family, stay there for a little bit and visit, and then head out to New Orleans. New Orleans is a 5-hour drive. That's not bad. I don't mind driving. I just have to take a little break in between. I don't mind driving. Because for our birthdays, we went to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and that was like a 4.5-hour drive. That was not bad. And we only stopped once to get something to eat. Both coming and going. We only stopped once. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just me or if y'all go through this too, but whenever I'm driving, it seems like the way there is longer than the way back home. For some reason, the way back home is always faster. I don't know what it is, but that's the same thing when I went to Florida. That was a 14.5-hour drive, but it was worth it. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive. If I have to drive, make a 24-hour trip, we'll split up in 2 days. I'll drive 15 hours one day and the rest of the hours the next day. But I am a driver. I will drive. I've never been on a plane before, and I was thinking about it. I was thinking about catching a flight, but then after everything that's been going on this year with the planes, no ma'am. No ma'am. Buc-ee's, they have a Buc-ee's. Yes, they have a Buc-ee's, I think in Georgia. They have a Buc-ee's because we had stopped there on the way. Buc-ee's is nice. I've been to Buc-ee's. They have a Buc-ee's in Oklahoma as well, and it was really nice. It was really nice. So, girl, I don't blame you. My brother-in-law, he loves to go to Buc-ee's every time they go on the trips. He loves to go. Look at us, Aquarius is aquarying in the chat. We love to go. And I think this is why Aquarius gets along very well with fire signs, because fire signs, like my brother-in-law, he's a Sagittarius. My sister, Aries, they like to go. The fire signs like to go. just like us air signs. They like to go places and do stuff. And I think that's what you need in your life. You need somebody who likes to travel, who likes to go places and experience things. So I've been debating between going to Louisiana and taking another trip to Florida because I absolutely adored Florida. But then I've been thinking about places in Georgia because we drove through Georgia on the way to Florida. We had to drive through the whole damn state of Georgia to get to Florida. And there's some really beautiful places in Georgia. Like, there's nice museums. If you have kids, they have this brand new museum in Georgia. It's like, you know how they have those balls, those little plastic balls that are like they have them at McDonald's and stuff where the kids jump inside of the balls. It is an entire like whole room of balls and stuff for kids to jump in, and the parents can go in there too. Like, the parents can go in there too. Like, it's that big. They have like water slide places. They have museums. They have all kinds of stuff in Georgia for kids. There was even a crystal shop that I seen. It was absolutely beautiful. And it's like a, not crystal shop. It's a salt. It's like a thing made out of all salt in Georgia. And they were like, they wanted people to go in and experience it. Yeah, I've been to Galveston. I told y'all I'd be traveling, Aisha. I'd be traveling. I've been to Galveston. Galveston is nice. I've been to Galveston. I've never been to Houston, though. We've driven through it. I've never been, like, visited into Houston, but Galveston is nice. I've been to Galveston. Florida, you would absolutely love Florida because you're still getting that southern weather. It's more tropical though. It's not hot and humid. You know what I mean? Like, it's more it's gonna be hot if you go in the summer, but you're gonna have that cool breeze. And then as you go close to the ocean, which water is damn near everywhere in Florida, when you get to the ocean, you can feel the coolness come through. And the water is see-through. The water is clear, okay? And it's like the further south you go, Florida, like if you go towards Miami area, anywhere between Orlando and, yes, the humidity. Texas has a very hot heat. It's usually dry heat, but as you get to the water, because Galveston is down by the Gulf, it becomes humid. But typically like San Antonio and stuff like that, it's dry heat. But Florida's heat is kind of humid too. It is kind of humid. But the good thing about it is the beaches. I went to Cocoa Beach and I went to Delray Beach. I prefer Delray Beach because Delray is in between Orlando and Miami. I had met my friend. We met in Delray because she is in Miami. So we met there halfway. Delray Beach was really beautiful. The water, you literally could see through the water. Literally, you could see to the bottom. I could see little fish swimming through. And then the further, like I said, the further south you go, Florida, the clearer the water. So you have Fort Lauderdale, you have Clearwater, you have Destin, like all these other little places, Sarasota, like all these other little places in Florida. Everywhere you go, a beach is like 30 minutes away. Now, when you travel through Florida, be prepared for tolls because they have, oh, dang. I actually just seen somebody saying the other day that there is sides of Galveston, like the beach, where there's clear water on the beach. What was I going to say? The toll fees. Yes, the toll fees in Florida. They're going to charge you some toll fees if you visit for Florida. I was there for a week and they sent me like a $14 bill for toll fees. But while I was there, I also had to pay tolls. You have to stop at the toll booths. They have like an express lane. I don't know if they have this in Louisiana, but they have express lanes. So it's like 5-lane traffic. And everybody that's driving, mind you, no one follows the speed limit in Florida. Everybody's doing about 95. Yeah, just flying across the interstate. So, and no one uses their signals. No one uses their signals in traffic. I'm like, do y'all love life? Or do y'all want to find out? Because nobody uses their blinkers. and everybody just flying in Florida. And then you have to stop at the tolls and stop and pay. We were on our way to Universal Studios in Orlando, and we had to stop at one of the tolls. We had to stop at like 3 different tolls. Even on our way to Cocoa Beach, it was like that. I'm like, why are y'all? First of all, y'all stop. Y'all slowing me down. I really don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Please let me get to where I'm going. Just let me be. I would like to just get to the beach in peace. Can we do that? But no, they stop you. It's almost like every 15 minutes, they stopping you. Do they? I never heard that. But I do know that there is a place in Orlando, which I absolutely love Orlando, because Orlando has damn near everything, especially if you have kids. Orlando is where Disney World is. Orlando is where SeaWorld is. Orlando is where they have all these international trucks from around the world come in. And they have, my sister just got back from there. And it's like, they have these food trucks set up from different places. Like you have from Mexico, you have from China, like different places. And they have food there and you can try the food. Now, when I was in Florida, I had Jamaican food and I absolutely loved it. But they have Cuban, they have Puerto Rican. Like Florida is very diverse. When I tell you culturally diverse, Florida is very culturally diverse. That's what I love about Florida. Like you can pretty much find anything in Florida. And the Botanicas, like their metaphysical shops, they have all kind of stuff in the metaphysical shops. I went to a Botanica while I was there, and I bought oils and I bought candles. And I bought some other stuff. I forgot. But there's so much stuff to do in Orlando. A lot of stuff to do in Orlando. I think Miami is more party. It's more party city. And then if you go even further, because Miami is at the tip. It's the southern tip of Florida. I think an hour later, you're in the Keys, the Florida Keys, white sand beaches. So yeah, Florida is definitely like, it's like going to paradise, but it's expensive. Florida is expensive. That's the thing with Florida. So if you go, you definitely want to be prepared, because Florida is not cheap at all. It is not cheap at all, but it's so fun. It's so much fun. So we waited around, for a couple people to drop their questions in the chat. Nobody dropped their questions in the chat. I'm gonna hop off of here, Aisha, and girl, message me. Just message me, because I got travel plans. Right. That's why I would love to go in person. You know what I mean? Like if I could just go to New Orleans and visit a shop in person, boom. You know what I mean? I could spend a little money over there. Y'all good. And I'll leave with my products the same day, right? Same with Florida. I go to the metaphysical shop, boom. Georgia, boom. And Georgia, something about Georgia that I love is that like the landscape of Georgia is very healthy. Like the land, the trees and everything is very green. It's very like alive. Georgia has a beautiful landscape. If you've never been, it is hot in Georgia, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of places to visit in Georgia. There's a lot of history in Georgia as well. But you have all the southern states, like you have Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. So they're all, the southern states are all like, they have that feel to them. Hot and humid. Hot and humid, baby. I didn't even know they were in New Orleans. There's a lot of metaphysical shops and places in New Orleans. That's one of the reasons I would love to go, is to visit some of those spots, you know, in New Orleans. Like you said, to do the voodoo tours, that would be fun. That would be fun. I wanted to visit some of the haunted mansions there. And I would love to visit one of the plantations, because they have
for the experience. They have one of the plantations down there that you can actually go and visit. Now, I don't know if that's for just for locals or if anybody can go, but I would love to visit. But girl, I'm gonna get off of here. Just message me and I will try to go live again at some point this week. I'll let y'all know when I do. Love y'all. Peace out.